𝔄𝔰𝔥𝔢𝔰, the fear of long words. This presentation was originally a school project, but I wanted to share it. What is 𝔄𝔰𝔥𝔢𝔰? 𝔄𝔰𝔥𝔢𝔰 is known as the fear of long words. Feelings of shame and fear of ridicule for mispronouncing long words can cause distress and anxiety. This word is the 21st longest word in the world. What is a phobia? A phobia is when you have an intense or overwhelming fear and anxiety in certain situations. Phobias can be the same thing as ordinary fears, but the effects of phobia are more severe. People with phobias usually avoid encountering what they fear on a day-to-day basis. The most common phobias include arachnophobia, which is the fear of spiders, social phobia, social anxiety disorder, orphidiophobia is the fear of snakes, and acrophobia, which is the fear of heights. Why do people have 𝔄𝔰𝔥𝔢𝔰? The fear of long words, also known as 𝔄𝔰𝔥𝔢𝔰, often stems from deep-seated anxiety regarding social embarrassment, past traumatic experiences with reading, or learning disabilities like dyslexia. How can you treat 𝔄𝔰𝔥𝔢𝔰? If you're diagnosed with a phobia, there are treatments available to help manage that phobia. Treatments for the fear of long words, also known as 𝔄𝔰𝔥𝔢𝔰, can involve medication or psychotherapy. CBT and exposure therapy are two types of psychotherapy that may be used to help treat the fear of long words. More about 𝔄𝔰𝔥𝔢𝔰. 𝔄𝔰𝔥𝔢𝔰 is the ironic 36-letter term for the fear of long words, which causes intense anxiety, panic, and avoidance of reading and speaking complex words. What are the most common long words people with 𝔄𝔰𝔥𝔢𝔰? People with 𝔄𝔰𝔥𝔢𝔰 are primarily triggered by extremely long technical, medical, or constructed words that create anxiety and embarrassment. The most common words people with this phobia are afraid of are pneumococcal microscopic sylvolcanoconiosis, which is 45 letters, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, which is 34 letters, and many more. How do you spell the fear of long words? There are two different ways to spell hippopotamonstrosesquippedaliophobia and hippopotamonstrosesquippedaliophobia. Both versions of this word are acceptable, but the difference between both versions is the double P in the middle. Avoidance behavior with hippopotamonstrosesquippedaliophobia. Avoidance behavior with hippopotamonstrosesquippedaliophobia involves actively steering clear of reading, writing, and situations featuring multisyllabic terms. What are the symptoms of this phobia? Some phobias have physical symptoms like shaking or freezing and sweating, but this phobia has more subtle symptoms. Symptoms of this phobia include a feeling of imminent danger or the need to escape, heart palpitations, sweating, trembling, shortness of breath or a choking sensation, chest pain, abdominal nausea or discomfort, lightheadedness or dizziness, the feeling of going crazy, tingling, chills, or hot flushes. What can cause a phobia? Most phobias begin of bad experience or panic attacks related to a specific object or situation. Sometimes even seeing or hearing about a certain thing can cause a phobia. This most likely has to do with the amygdala. The amygdala is the small almond-shaped structure in the brain that causes fear. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys found this presentation interesting and there were a lot of fun facts. Thank you.